Okay guys, I've really been wanting to do a get ready with me chit chat, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm just going to be doing my makeup and talking to you guys a little bit about 2017 for me. It has been this has by far been the hardest year of my life, like seriously. Let me think. 2017, rolling in January 2017 was challenging because I was actually coming to the conclusion that my engagement of 2 years was donezo, for sure, for certainly. Then I found out that my ex got someone pregnant. So that's how my 2017 started. And you guys, I cannot make this up. I thought that was like, I really took it well. Like, that's the thing. A lot of people were like, oh my gosh, like, are you okay? When I found out, but I was kind of in the situation where I was already, like, for maybe like a year or so, I kind of knew that the relationship wasn't going to work. Like, when you find yourself Googling, should I stay, should I go, and like, you know, all the confusion, it's pretty much over. You know, one quote that always stuck out to me is Maya Angelou. I actually took that well, and I mean, him and I are, you know, cool. Like, you know, I don't hate him. But the worst thing that happened this year that it's even still hard to talk about this is the first time I'm actually talking about it on camera, is the unexpected passing of my mother in April. That just really set the tone for the entire year, like, and for the rest of my life, you know. Like, I'm gonna be using, I haven't used this foundation in a long time, but it's Air Flash by Dior, Kristen Dior. I'm going to be using this, and this is in color 600. It's probably like one of the only darker colors in this foundation, but I'm going to be using this one. This is supposed to be a non-transfer foundation. It's pretty light coverage though, so my mother passed on April 10th, unexpectedly, and every single day, I think about my mother. I miss her. She was my best friend. Like, it wasn't a game. Like, I mean, she was my best friend. She was my family. Like, literally, she was the only reason that I even would remotely converse with anyone else in my family. Because, you know, everyone doesn't have, like, perfect families. Like, everyone doesn't. And I certainly did not and do not. And that became more evident after my mom passed away. But yeah, so dealing with that and working in corporate America in a pretty male-dominated industry, it was difficult because I work in a really highly competitive, highly stressful industry. I work in sales, like corporate sales. So it was hard. You know, at first I went right back in, and then I realized I wasn't ready. And I'm just spraying this on, this is the brush I'm using right now to put my foundation on. I really need all new everything, but anyway, this is like an Eco Tools brush. But yeah, so then you guys, like, y'all don't even know, like, some of my closest friends don't even know, but I tried to keep it moving. I went to counseling. it kind of helped, but during that time I was also dealing with a new situation or a new situationship, and that was like the best and the worst kind of thing for me too, because it was like we did things together, we were traveling together, like, but then it was still a situationship. First it was a relationship, then it was a situationship, but all in all, I knew that it was because me losing my mom, like, and him being there, it was just kind of like an attachment. And I mean, I really cared about him, but it wasn't the best time to start a new relationship. And I said that in the beginning, but we continued to, you know, hang out or whatever the case may be. So, guys, it was just so crazy. Like, but I had, you know, some fun. Like, I tried to travel because I found myself like really slipping into depression. And I was like, I'm gonna try to travel, I'm gonna try to go out of town, and like, you know, I usually have like this small set of friends. I gotta do better with this, because I'm gonna find myself just talking and rambling and not even getting my face done. Okay, so I decided, okay, I'm going to go out of town to California with some girls I know. I'm in a sorority, and I didn't really know the girl like that, but she was in my sorority. So I was like, okay, naive Pisces, that's me. I'm like, okay, so we go out of town, and long story short, it was a disaster going out of town. Like, I mean, I should have known better, but it was a disaster going out of town with these girls. Like, they were so mean. Like, no care in the world. Literally, long story short, God has worked on me and changed me, because the things that these girls did, you guys, I can't even make this up. This was 2 months after my mom passed away, but I know that God was really working on me, and because the old me, I probably would have been arrested and in jail in a different state, clear across the country. Let's put it like that. But nevertheless, you know, I got over that hiccup, and I learned a valuable life lesson. Like, you know, you can't trust everybody. You can't, you know, you just have to have your guard up more. So that happened. That was like a really hard thing, because basically I paid for plane tickets on my card, but they were supposed to be moving the money back to me. They never did. So I ended up, you know, being out of like $800 worth of plane tickets. But I ended up getting it back, because I do feel like, you know, the way I handled the situation, instead of being the old me, I think the universe definitely made sure that I got my money back, and I was all good, so I could walk away from the situation like, you know, it was cool. So I don't have a beauty blender. That sucks, because literally the best way to apply concealer is with a beauty blender, but I don't have one. I still don't have a beauty blender, and really I'm putting on my makeup to go to Sephora, y'all. So a lot of people don't know, I ended up getting laid off, you guys, from what I thought was like my corporate dream job. Like, and the reason I thought it was my corporate dream job is because it allowed me the opportunity to really travel. Like, usually I would travel, but I would be driving, and I would usually, you know, like be local in the city that I'm living in. But this job allowed me to travel as far as fly places. So, but either way, I got laid off from the job, which I feel was messed up. But that's the way the cookie crumbles in corporate America. So I'm really trying to figure out what I want to use to blend my... I'm going to just use this brush. I don't usually use this. So I got laid off. That was devastating, y'all. That was devastating. But I promise you, I was just so determined to not let all of this shit break me. Like, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to put my big girl panties on and figure out what it is that I really, really want to do. You know, and I decided to take a little time off, live off of my little package they gave me, you know, and my savings. And I did a little traveling, and not enough soul searching. I'll tell you that much. Not enough soul searching, because, you know, life happens. You have bills. Like, something is constantly still coming in. So at the end of the day, I'm like, I have to just go ahead and find another job. And I wanted to go back to work because I like working. I mean, you know. So I'm still getting over a cold, sorry. So anyway, so I go ahead and I get a new job, and I mean, there was a lot of ups and downs between all of this, you know, especially still having a social life, still dating and whatnot. And it was just like a lot of unnecessary stress that I was going through, on top of still grieving my mom's death. And I mean, honestly, I feel like I still grieve my mom's death. Like, I don't think that I'm ever going to stop. Like, it comes in waves. At first it was totally, hold on, dude, like, what? Taylor, he's so annoying. Like, oh my god. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder to bake. So where was I? Yeah, so it was just like a lot of shit in between, y'all. I kid you not. Like, people just showing their real colors, you know, like, just showing their real colors, and I'm over here like taking it all personal, like feeling like, why me, you know. And that was the wrong way to look at it, because it really doesn't matter who you are. Like, that's what I realized this year as well. Like, I always take stuff personal, but I posted yesterday, like a few days ago on Facebook, people lie to God every day. It's nothing for them to lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I started realizing that, and just realizing, like, more and more this year, you cannot trust people like that. You can't just be so forthcoming. Just because I'm real, and I feel like I always have good intentions for people, that doesn't mean that they're going to be the same way towards me. That's what I really learned. So on to contour, I'm going to be using the Fenty set by Riri to contour. So yeah, so realizing that and moving forward, like, it literally seems like this whole year, from January to December. Today is December 24th. Hopefully I upload this video in time. But it just seems like this whole year was just a serious, huge learning experience. The year was crazy. It was crazy. Like, I mean, I literally can't even bring myself to say that this was remotely an okay year. Losing the person who gave you life unexpectedly. My mom was 49. That will always have like it's gonna always be a haze over this year, you know, like a very sad haze over this year. And all the other added crap as far as losing my job or, you know, being stranded in California or getting kicked out of a hotel room that you paid for by girls who you thought were your sorority sisters. It happens. I mean, I'm not even going to sit over here and pretend with you all when it comes to something like that. Like, maybe I'll tell that story in detail one day. I'll have a little story time or whatever. But what I would say is, sidebar, if you are in a sorority or a fraternity or whatever type of group, you and I, we all know that people take vows, or, you know, people pledge to things, and, you know, when everyone's heart is different. So in no way am I saying that, oh, that's my organization. I'm not embarrassed to say what happened to me, because just like there are some bad sorors, there are some great sorors. Like, what I will tell you is this year that some of my best friends were revealed to me this year as well, because these were people who have been consistently there for me through my mood swings, through my breakdowns, like, and that is some of my sorority sisters, some of my friends who live in a different state from me, even my friends who are overseas, you know. So everyone's different. Everyone's heart is different, you know. I need to stop baking for so long. Like, that's what I need to stop doing. Okay, let me dust this off. You guys, this is really actually hard, because I'm trying to focus and talk and, you know, keep my thought process going. So I'm looking forward to the coming year, because I feel that I have gone through so much this year, that this coming year, and just even as you know, today, I choose happy. There's not a lot that you can throw at me at this point that's gonna, like, you know, knock me off my game, because to me, you know, I think it says a lot about a woman who's been through so much turmoil, grief, and just heartbreak, that I still am determined to succeed. I'm determined more than ever to be happy, and I'm determined more than ever to make sure that my circle is tight. I'm determined more than ever to be healthy, stay healthy, and you know, get my life, just, you know, snatch my whole life. So can you please go to your cage? Okay. So yeah, like, I'm determined more than ever to just be happy and resilient. And that's how I remain. So, yeah. Crazy year, you guys. And as far as what I have coming up, I am finally in the design field that I've been wanting to go in. I've just been wanting to transition my corporate consulting and sales training over to a different industry, because I was in the networking and IT industry, and it's a cool industry, but I wanted to try something different, because I do feel like I've done it for, you know, a while now. So now that I'm in a different industry, I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited about just like what's to come. And also, I'm really excited about my business. I do have my LLC now, and I'm excited about that. And I'm just gonna keep on going, you know, going and progressing and pushing and dating, you know. Like, at first I was like, ugh, on the dating scene, like, ugh, Atlanta dating. But I said I'm not going to say, oh, it's Atlanta, it's just a bad dating scene or whatever, because I'm a good person. Like, I'm a well-rounded woman, you know, if I do say so myself. And I'm so childish that I still do that. But yeah, so that's cool, but it's definitely, it's not necessarily a priority, because look, I am at the age where I think some women my age will be like, oh my god, like I gotta get married, like I need to have a man, like whoop-de-woo. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like that at first. Oh my god, I was like that at first. Like, I'm like, I didn't want to date someone, just date you aimlessly for a year is how I felt. But now I'm just like, it's really no pressure for me, because I just feel like if it's meant to be, it's gonna be, you know? And I'm just not at all down with settling. I'm not gonna settle, y'all. And I encourage you, sister, not to settle. Ooh, I kind of went a little crazy with that. That's okay, we can fix it. But I encourage everyone, like, don't settle, because you probably settling with somebody else's man. Like, just don't settle, okay? You know, don't. So yeah, what else? I am honestly going to not even hold y'all up and try to do these eyelashes on camera, because we don't know how long this is going to take. So I'll be right back. Okie dokie. So I have my lashes on. And yeah. So anyway, I did want to also talk about, since I kind of already talked about my 2017 like recap. I know in my other video, what will my YouTube videos be about? I had some people comment that they wanted me to talk about like relationships and, you know, stuff like that. So I have been thinking, you know, what are some of the things that I learned this year and even the previous years about relationships. And I'm no relationship expert. In fact, I will tell you, what I know has been by trial and error. Like, I've messed up in relationships more than I've had great, full relationships. I'll admit that. I'll be the first to admit it. But what I will say, like I said earlier, I still feel so like slow that I still pull my eyelid to put on my my eyeliner. I don't know why I still do it. Like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I mostly do it when I've already put on my eyelash. But anyway, just bear with me here. Okay, so like I said, listen, love is supposed to be really fluid, okay, and easy. So what I realized this year is I was settling a lot, and I was always finding myself in situations where I had to kind of be the strong one in the relationship. And that makes you tired when you're just always the strong one, like always having to help somebody else out, bring somebody else up, you know, motivate someone, get them on the right track. And it's like you lose yourself when you do stuff like that. And it's not to say that the people I have been with were just really, really bad people. I mean, I think that it was a 50-50. It was like I was the right formula enough to put what I needed to the side, and they were the right formula to take, you know, to take and not think about how much they're taking from me and how that's affecting me, you know. So you got to be in a mutually beneficial relationship. okay? And I found myself that I had not been in relationships like that. So, my advice, moving forward in 2018, like if you're just starting over and you're just like scrapping it and like wanting to start over and get out there and dating again, my first advice, and what people really, when I say this, people be like, girl, that don't matter. That's your opinion, but I'm gonna say it. No sex when we're dating in 2018. I'm just gonna put it out there. We've all been there. Like, we've all, have been dating for somebody for, a certain length of time, and y'all are still dating and you have sex. And honestly, some people don't change. I've never had an issue with a man not calling me back. I'll be the first to say that, but I know some people do have those types of issues. And some people have issues with a man calling them back, but, putting them in this cycle of, like, so what we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, maybe in his mind, it's like, we don't have to do anything. We don't have to put a label on anything because I'm already getting what I want out of the situationship. That's how you get into a situationship. I'm just saying, y'all. That's how you get into a situationship. So, yeah, the girl's not, I'm practicing celibacy. I'm celibate. So, don't even try it. Don't even try it. They gonna try it anyway. You already know they gonna try it. But it's up to you as a woman, or whatever, to say, I want to do something different. This hasn't been working for me, so I want to do something different. And plus, I'm tired. That eliminates a lot. That eliminates a lot of riffraff. When you take that component of having sex with someone, and that pressure out your mind, he's gonna want to, maybe. I don't care what you're doing with anyone else. I don't care who you're seeing, who you're having sex with, who else you're texting. I don't care, because if I'm meant to be your woman, if you're meant to be my man, it's gonna happen. And the way I see it, there's beauty in really getting to know a person, if the person, is good inside. But we're all God's children. Like, we all have some beautiful pieces to us. Some people are just really surface level, and it just so happens that those people who are very surface level, if you really pay attention, and if you take precautions, it'll come out pretty fast. Because of course people are going to be on their best behavior when they first start dating you, and when they're texting you and all the good morning, hey, hope you had a marvelous day, hope your day was as beautiful as you are, face head ass. But it's about who's gonna stick around, and who falls off. And I just feel like women are doing too much chasing nowadays. I'll be the first to say, like, I'm not chasing anyone. I'm not saying that I want to be chased, but I just feel like if it's, a thing where we're both really interested in each other, then it should be fluid. It should work. So that's some of my 2018 relationship advice. Okay, take it slow, and hold off on the sex. Hold off. Can't hurt. Cannot hurt. Okay. And I love this look combination, y'all. So this is my favorite. I don't know how this lighting is. I'm in my bathroom right now, and I'm just using my bathroom light. So I hope this is looking good on my camera. But anyway, so this is the MAC Cork pencil that I'm using to line my lip, and I use the NYX cream lipstick, which is a liquid suede, and this is in, let me see, do they have I think this might be called Soft Spoken. They have a lot of different names on here. I don't know. But this is literally one of my favorite and go-to lip combos. So I want to put a little bit of blush, And this is pretty much going to complete this look, you guys, and this chit chat with me. So, I mean, this was cool. I hope it wasn't like too much everywhere. I hope when I'm editing it that I'm not like, yeah, nothing. Yeah, I got nothing. Okay, so yeah, this was fun. So I definitely want to do more of these, guys. So let me know what you want me to chit chat with you all about. You can ask questions. I was about to say nothing is off limits, but we don't know who's gonna sift through this channel. Y'all might come in here asking some crazy personal, disrespectful stuff. No, but yeah, so let me know what you want to see. And if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this Get Ready With Me, then thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to be more consistent with this YouTube thing. I mean, honestly, I just love doing it. I love putting I love recording and putting the content out there. At first I was like, I don't like my camera, I'm gonna have to get a new camera, but I'm just like, you know what, we're gonna go with what we have. The Nikon is running right now, and until I can get me a TI or whatever the case may be and really research the other type of camera I want to get, this one is going to do. So yes, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a segment of what I actually have on and what I'm gonna be wearing. You're taking care of yourself. Make sure you learn something new and be unapologetic about your happiness, baby.